Ask anybody that knows me well enough, and they'll say, I'd say, why do I love canoeing so much? Well, it's because you can bring everything. I could bring an esky, as the Aussies call it, like a cooler. I could bring a patio umbrella, you know. It's not gonna be that kind of sunshiny, warm weather today though. Here we are, December 14th, 10 days away from Christmas Eve. And I am on my way out to Sawmill Point. I couldn't even get my camera up and running. It's pretty wavy out there, but I'm just finally getting in behind. And the closer I get to this little cove up here, the calmer it's going to end up being. It's the first time I've had the old town out in the big lake here. So, feeling pretty stable. But I have a feeling I'm going to be the only camper out there today. Seems like everyone I've talked to is like, you're going to go do what? But it's a bit overcast right now, but we're anticipating, it was actually sunny this morning, and it's supposed to get sunnier tomorrow. I'm just here for a one-nighter on Kootenay Lake, Sawmill Point, off of Pilot Bay Road, part of Pilot Bay Provincial Park. Look at this place. Hope you don't get seasick. It's hard to turn camera on a wavy boat. I'm going around that point right there. This is the one side. Oh, I see there's a picnic table. The old Sony action cam might not be able to pick it up. No zoom on this one. So I'm already coming into the cove. You can see out here. That's the main lake out there. And back behind me, of course, that's where them wealthy people live. They will not be camping under a canvas tarp. Just want to welcome y'all. This is Back 40 Bushcraft. We're doing an overnight, solo overnight, under a vintage 70s canvas awning. It has the little white tassels. I don't even know if it's going to work, but I don't have anything else to try right now, so I'm going with it. Thanks for coming along. Taz.
Hey, Greg. Looking like a beaver.
Yeah, my portable lodge. Well, we're in for a treat here today. My long time brother from another mother, Taz Archambault and Nikita. They hiked around while I paddled. We've actually been talking for about 20 minutes, so that was our little bit of acting. Eh, Nikita? What do you think? Whoa. Taz gonna help me get some camp set up. I see. Right where Nikita is there, a little flat spot. I think that's the place to go. So
There it is.
it's 2 o'clock. Is that 3 o'clock here?
Yeah.
Or are we technically, maybe we're still on the 2 o'clock?
It's gonna be dark in an hour and a half here.
Oh, I better get going. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Rowan was, I was like, what? Like, even the dead stuff? They're like, that's just ridiculous. I'm like, no, that's what it is. And then you get out there, pull up to the first beach, and it's like, oh yeah, now I know why. It's like, phew, clean. Like, not a freaking twig left.
Right.
Nothing. Like, no branches as high as you can reach on any of the trees, and just bare. It's like, oh yeah. I guess when you get high volume, hey, like, you think your behavior is all right, but then you multiply that by hundreds and thousands, and it's
Well, that's the case.
Yeah, there's a couple of the arms where there's nothing on them. Just lots of beaches. Way more safe beaches than this lake.
Right. Probably why it's
That's why there's no houseboats.
so popular.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty ideal. I don't even think the rangers work this time of year. Pretty cozy. Yeah, that's all sawdust over there, that beach.
What?
All sawdust.
Oh yeah? Oh, look at that tarp.
I don't know if you saw that bay in there. That little cove.
Yeah.
Right in there.
Yeah, I paddled right in there. There was a couple of Canada geese
Oh, yeah.
hanging in there, so I let them be. Well, I've been busy. We've been busy, Taz and I. Busy catching up. We haven't seen each other in such a long time. I mean, our grandparents grew up together, so we've known each other. We've been on many an adventure together. He just left. It's 3:45. Man, it's gonna be dark soon. So, gonna do what's it's known as the long fire, I believe. So, we pulled a bunch of it's some pretty wet, skanky wood. The weather has been quite wet out here. Being that West Kootenay, hanging around 0. Can't really decide whether to rain or snow or spring or winter. So I have a couple pieces of wood here that I'm just going to split up, and then I need to get a fire going and maybe think about getting some dinner going, that kind of thing. Feeling pretty good about the 70s style awning. I may actually cut some of those tassels off to help get my fire going if I need to. I have some tinder stuff that you'll see when I get the fire going. See the fires starting to catch on the logs now. Kind of interesting because I'm sitting here and I'm wondering, did I start it too early? Is that gonna go till like midnight? And then I'm just gonna be chilled out with my 2 wool blankets for the night? Realizing I'm hungry. I'm not quite ready for that. So I've got my my ancient thermarest, my blue one. I've got 2 wool blankets. Got some wool underwear and stuff like that that I'm gonna sleep in. So the plan is to like Kind of wrap myself up in the wool blankets, and I'll pull my poncho here over top of me as well, and kind of hoping that that's just going to cocoon me in there the way I hope, and this will just provide enough to keep me from solidifying over the night, kind of deal. So I keep putting just little twigs on here, keeping that fire nice and hot. I kind of feel like, well, I've just got a lot of little twigs and not a lot of bigger wood, so it's kind of what I have to do. And shortly what I'll do is I'll let all the little twigs kind of die down, and then I think I can maybe get my dinner started. Kind of anticipating a bigger kind of dinner. I brought masa, so I'm gonna actually try and like make some corn tortillas. I got some chicken. I'll barbecue the chicken. I got an avocado and some hot sauce and some cheese and some lime. So I'm gonna make some home pressed corn tortilla chicken tacos. Just the idea, thought of that. Sounds good. But I'm feeling kind of lazy, and I think that's because I'm super hungry and I've eaten nearly a whole big bag of chips, and it's just making me feel kind of awful. So I'm feeling kind of lazy, but what else am I gonna do? I think it's only, I don't even know. It's not even 5. Good old BC. Dark, dark, dark. Before 5. Yeah, so I'm gonna let the twigs die down, and then I'm gonna see if I can get that chicken up on there to start cooking. that. And we'll see if it'll cook from the outside. I'm gonna be able to call that a fixed tortilla. I mean, that does look quite delicious in its own way, I suppose. Okay. Ooh, it's spicy. Gonna get some cilantro on there. Not looking for style at this point. Oh, look at that avocado. Habanero pepper sauce, organic harvest foods. Arizona peppers. It's really delicious stuff, this one. Cuts there. A little chicken taco. Look at that. Piece of cake. I am not gonna let you watch me try and do this though. That's something I just have to tackle all on my own. It's gonna be about it for tonight. We'll just have to see whether that... Oh, snowflakes. We'll just have to see if this fire is gonna burn all night. It's looking like it's not. I'm already down to my bottom logs. I ended up going and cutting like a piece of a tree that I had left behind up the hill there. So I went and took care of that and threw it on top. We'll see. I got some sticks there. Gosh, if it's gonna start... I thought they were only saying it was gonna be cloudy tonight. I got some twigs and everything for the morning. I'm not too concerned about it. So I'm just gonna tidy all of that up. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm just trying out for the first time. It's a ethically produced, apparently, bamboo toothbrush with vegan bristles. I don't even know what that means. It says BPA free. Boy, it just feels like plastic to me. But Tanner, my spouse, she ordered a bunch of these. The kids don't know that I took the rainbow one though. So you know, it's little things like these. One of those plastic handles, and they want you to toss them every 3 months. Come on, really? Bamboo. God, it grows like hellfire. So we're making the switch. Bamboo. It's little things like that, little things like this that'll just help continue making improvements. We can all keep asking ourselves, how can we do better? So I'm gonna tuck myself into these 2 wool blankets. I think I'm gonna be okay. So we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Here's a lesson for you. 2 wool blankets is nowhere near enough to stay warm. Oh gosh, I'm just aching all over from being in like a such a pronounced fetal position all night, rolling back and forth. My fire has been dead for some time. Something that helped eventually was me pulling this slick out from under me and putting it on top. That really helped quite a bit. But two wool blankets in the winter, I mean, it's only -1, freezing anyways. I think the next time I'm just gonna bring my good sleeping bag. This is the second time that I froze all night. If you haven't seen the overnight in the hammock, I'm pretty much having the very same conversation I'm having with you right now. Oh, how's my hair? Is my hair okay? Let's check it out. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. I'm gonna get that fire going. Maybe I can have a cup of coffee. Okay, gotta do it. Oh, heat. I love the heat. It makes it feel so sweet. Awesome. Still a bed of coals on there. Kept a couple of my nice firewood pieces. And that should help me through my coffee exercise. deserve it all. If anything, it'll just help me season the pan a little. Listening to CBC this morning, talking about just how pervasive the crisis for mental health for kids is growing and growing and growing. And you know, I see that with my own eyes, I'll be 10 years at the homeless shelter next month. And just even within the elementary school, like the level of higher needs kids is just growing exponentially. It's just not slowing down at all. It's a different time. Oh, there. That'll cook. I will not be asking Gordon Ramsay what he thinks of my scrambled eggs. FYI. Paracord can be a bit of a pain at times. And so, in kind of water rescue, canoe rescue, that sort of stuff, what they have are like these throw bags. And the throw bag essentially works, there's an end sticks out on the one. I also have another knot just inside, just to keep it from kind of constantly slipping out. And so what I do is I just hold the corner of the bag, and then I just, any of the cord that I used, and it's still a part of my big 100-foot line, if you just pack it in like this, you can just get any old bag. I think this is a ski goggles bag is what I'm using here. And you can just run all of your line in, and it will never tangle. Well, rarely. I mean, super rare, as opposed to, you know, doing daisy chains or whatever. I just like the fact that this is fairly quick to do. And then when I get down to my end, I just tie it, do just a quick little slip knot on there so it doesn't fall in the bag and it doesn't start pulling out. And then there it is. It's just stashed away. I don't have to worry about it. It can do whatever it needs. I'm tired. Might be an early to bed once I wash all the smoke out of my eyeballs. Look at this day out here. Beautiful. Just want to thank you again for joining me. If you care to comment, I'd appreciate that. I get back to my commenters, and I'll continue to do so as long as I'm able to do so. If you like the video, hit that like button. And oh my gosh, I think I'm at 78 subscribers. Moving up in the world. Oh, that sunshine feels good. I'll take anything that's providing warmth today after last night. So, yeah. Hey, I may not get to see y'all before Christmas, so if I don't, season's greetings. However you may celebrate your holidays, or maybe you don't, that's okay. We still call it holidays. We still call it a break. It's a good time for all of that. I hope you get time with family and friends. Get a few more hugs than you might in a normal day. Oh, I feel the wind starting to pick up. Better stop with my gabba gabba and get on with my paddle. Thanks for joining me.